Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new video. And in today's video we are here to discuss Ryan frickin' Kent. Aye, that's right, today is finally the day, and honestly this feels like one of the most drawn out transfers that Rangers has ever been involved in. It feels like it's aged each and every single one of us watching today's video numerous amounts of years, but today is the day and the boy is back. And in a weird way, it's came at the most perfect time it could possibly ever be announced, because that's something we've been tweeting at Rangers every single day. Announce Kent, announce Kent, announce Kent. Well, now they have, and it's picked every single one of us up from the floor, and we're back up bouncing. Because let's be fair and not beat around the bush here. Yesterday was absolutely awful, and we were all down and out, and we felt crap. Like, genuinely, we felt crap because there were so much expectations going into that game of football, and we were completely let down. And yes, it did feel like a kick right in the crown jewels, but you know where we stand today, looking back at it, everything that we were missing in that game of football versus Celtic, someone to willing just to get on the ball and sprint at people and commit people and just drive towards the box, that, what we were missing, is everything we have just signed. And speaking about the deal, by the way, the board has went out and got us someone that we need to win us some titles by the region of £7 million. Now that is what's been reported, and if that is correct, that is the second highest transfer fee we have ever spent on a player. That is how highly Gerrard and everyone at Rangers thinks of Ryan Kent. He is that player that's deserving of all that moolah. And you know what? Fun fact regarding Rangers spending that moolah, do you know, if you are quiet enough, like honestly just turn everything right down and just open your ears and genuinely focus with every fibre of your being, you can actually hear Celtic fans typing away, typing, "Where's the money coming from?" Oh, you're welcome for that fact, ladies and gentlemen. But honestly, back to Ryan Kent as a player. We're not even going to break down his stats and statistics because we already know them. We've discussed it so much throughout the summer. But what we'll say is he has so much more than just his stats. Anyone that just fires in saying, "Oh, he's only done this, oh, he's only done that," has never seen this man play. Or they're so blinded by their own Rangers hatred that they cannot see that this man is absolutely worth it. Now I know I touched on it earlier on in today's video, but he is genuinely everything that we were lacking yesterday. Just someone willing just to take the ball, and no matter where it is on the park, everyone gets on their feet. The expectation goes up because you know for a fact he can either dribble by 4 or 5 people and try and score himself, or the fact that he can just commit people and create space that eventually leads to that goal. And it all comes down from Ryan Kent, whether he's on the ball or no the ball, he's a nuisance, and that is what we've been needing to take us to that next level. Now, as you may or may not be able to tell by my facial expressions, I'm absolutely delighted with this one, but let's be fair, so is Ryan frickin' Kent. This guy has been pushing for this move since the day he left Ibrox. He's been dying for this, man. He's unfollowed Liverpool, he's unfollowed a certain amount of Liverpool players, he's deleted Liverpool from his Instagram, his social medias, and only kept Rangers stuff. The guy has been pioneered this move for the last 4 weeks, and now he's finally got it, and I can't wait to see what he can do again this season as he gets better, because he's still young. This isn't a guy towards the end of his career and we're going to get him for a good year or two. This is an investment now in a very, very talented football player who is only going to get better. And that's something we've been crying out for a long time at the football club. Buying people with high potential at a good price. That's only going to bring us more moolah in the future. And you know what? The fact that he's been pushing for this move so badly from his end, the fact that he wants to play for us so badly, I genuinely fear for Livingston, because that guy has so much frustration because he's had to sit on the sidelines and just watch the under-23s and watch us from afar qualifying for European football. And even yesterday, I'm sure as hell he was watching that game yesterday knowing that he would have been able to run beyond that inexperienced backline of Celtic. He will know that. He's got all that frustration built up, and now he's got a time, because of the international break, to get caught up, get match fit, and just be unleashed on Livingston at home. This just couldn't have been timed any better. And I think with that being said, I am all done and dusted talking about Ryan Kent in today's video. So without any further ado, I want to know your opinions on Ryan Kent signing for the Glasgow Rangers. Are you happy with this transfer? And genuinely, just your overall thoughts on the move as well. And while you guys are sharing your opinions, I will jump over to Twitter and read from the people. So over to Twitter then, there's been 3,082 votes and there's still 3 minutes remaining on the hour-long poll. That is frightening, Support Nation. Thank you so much for getting involved. Now, I asked them the same question as I asked you. Are you happy with this transfer? Well, 95% of the people votes for yes, and the 5 that didn't, you'll know who they are. So let's get to it then, shall we? The first one comes in from Natalie Walters, and she writes in 7,000,000%. I personally think he has a big part to play in winning us the league this year. Without him, I doubt we would be able to do it. Danny Taylor simply writes in, my dreams have came true. Daniel Woodward writes in, whoever votes no are Celtic fans or are just blatantly lying. Also, by the way, to the Celtic fans writing, ha ha ha, 2-0 or anything like that on today's video, thank you for inspiring the board to get Ryan Kent. Will writes in, couldn't be happier, we needed him, he will walk straight into our first team. Jamie writes in, Kent will tear you apart. Stevie G RFC writes in, effing ecstatic, brighten my day right up, look out Bruni. Cammy McFarlane writes in, will be an amazing permanent signing for yous. Hope he does well, unless it's against us. That's a Kilmarnock fan writing that in, by the way, so respect for that, mate. And sorry about Greg Taylor, by the way, that's another unit Soldy Soul. Worked out well for Lewis Morgan. And also Scott Allen, didn't it? Anywho, Nathan Laurie writes in, pot noodle and a... Mark Kelly writes in, I'm glad he's back home, he was amazing last season. Robbie Letler writes in, a player who really strikes fear into the opposition. His stats don't reflect the true impact he's had on the team last season for reasons you've mentioned before. Could be the final ingredient we need to push for silverware this season. So if it's 7 mil, it's 7 mil well spent. Viper Pirate simply writes in, defenders have been dreading this news for months now, their nightmare has returned. Yeah, beauty. Kyle Hepburn writes in, Kent will tear you apart. Again. Rangers Basis writes in, a genuine no-brainer. Ojo isn't up to it in my opinion. Lack creativity and directness for yesterday. Welcome home, Ryan. Bucky9320 simply writes in, Kenticles. That's brilliant to see, and if you know what Kenticles is, you're a channel legend. That's how it works. And the last one we'll read, it comes from CPRFC, and he simply writes in, CJ, he's direct, he runs at teams and can pick a forward defensive split and pass. There's not too many of them like that these days. In my opinion, that's exactly what we were missing yesterday. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard from the people, you've heard from myself. If you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? Share your opinions on Kent coming home. And as I'm currently recording today's video, there is also more news to update you regarding announcements on deadline day. The first one is that Jake Hasty, something that we discussed a couple days ago, was being linked with Rotherham on loan. Well, he is now signed there on a season-long loan, so good luck to Jake. Hopefully he kills it and comes back a more complete, well-rounded player. And for people trying to say that we wasted money signing him or it was a wasted time if we're just loaning him out, this is another one of these players that we've signed at a young age who has something to offer. Maybe not this season, but the seasons after that. We're finally thinking forward as a club, and I still love the Jake Hasty news, and so does Gerard. You heard him yesterday discussing this potential move, saying that's exactly what he's needed, and he's still got a massive future ahead of him. Next up we have Jason Holt, who is signed for St Johnstone on a season-long loan. Now if you've been paying attention to the way that St Johnstone has been playing, they could use all the help they could bloody get. Now I don't think I'm going to surprise anyone when I say this is the complete opposite of the Jake Hasty development loan. This is a loan pretty much because no other team has come in to buy Jason Holt as of yet, which is a shame because I've always liked the guy. Like, he was one of these guys that rolled up his sleeves and always gave his all. Was it good enough? No. But did he try? Yes. So hopefully the loan works out well at St Johnstone, and hopefully a team eventually comes in and buys him so he can settle at one club and just get back doing what he does best, and that's running his little heart out. But we aren't stopping there, ladies and gentlemen. Nah. We have some news regarding Joe Dodo, who has finally had his contract terminated. I mean, this is one that we've just been waiting on now for about 4 or 5 weeks to finally happen. Now, unlike the next contract termination, who has got a club lined up, there's nothing concrete in where Joe will go next. So all we can do is wish him the very best and hopefully finds a club that he can get to and get back playing some football as well. And the last one we are going to be discussing in today's video, even though I don't think it will be the last one overall because there's still a lot of dead weight on the wage bill. The next player we need to discuss is the fact that Graham Dorrans has mutually terminated his contract and is heavily rumoured to be joining Kilmarnock on a free transfer. And if I'm honest with you, it's the right time to move on from Graham Dorrans. I thought he may have something to offer the squad at the start of the season, but the fact that he's not been anywhere near it, he's not even had a sniff on the bench, tells me that we are moving on for the right reasons. And it's a shame because he is a quality player. Let's not beat around the bush. He is a fantastic football player, but he's just been absolutely ruined by injury. So wherever he goes next, even if it is Kilmarnock, hopefully he absolutely kills it and has a fantastic late stage of his career and just gets back to playing football, because again, I like the guy. He always worked hard whenever he pulled on the Rangers badge. He's definitely not one of them that stole a wage. He's negotiated with the club to cancel up the rest of his deal just so he can get back playing football. So good luck to Graham, but again, my opinion on this one is it's the right move by the club. And there we have it. That is the latest news regarding the Rangers' incomings and outgoings on deadline day. Now again, I'm sure there's going to be more outgoings because that's fully expected with the amount of players that's still on the books, but I will be discussing that in tomorrow's video. But before we wrap up today's video, I need to give a special shout out to the legends on the Patreon's account for helping to support the channel. Again, if you would like to do that, links for that as always is down there in the description below. And lastly, I've been CJ Novo92. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and bye.